watching people like Max Kellerman on First Take and a lot of people who are LeBron apologists, some of them still don't want to eat crow. They don't want to admit when they've been defeated. And the question or topic of discussion this morning or today is, who is still the best player in the NBA? Is it Kevin Durant? Is it LeBron James? Right now, everybody is like in such a prisoner of the moment to the point where they don't want to relinquish LeBron James' title as being the best player in the world. They want to say it's Kevin Durant after the show that Kevin Durant put up. And I think fans and analysts got it all wrong. All they keep focusing on who's the best player in the game. Why do we give Cleveland a chance? Because they're the best player in the game. Why do we always never count LeBron James out? Because he was down 3-1 and he came back. I think we're all losing fact of the point is this basketball is a team game. It's not a best player in the world game. It's a team game. We need to stop talking about who's the best player in the world and talk about what's the best team in the world. Who's the best team in the world? You see the best player in the world is down 3-0. He was down 3-1 this time around last year. He was down 3-1 2 years ago. If it weren't for a suspension, he wouldn't have won that series. We have to get away from this who's the best player in the world talk when it comes to LeBron James. We need to talk about his teams. Like, the thing with the Cavs that's really bothersome, when they win a game, it's like, oh, LeBron James willed them to victory. He did everything for them to win the game. When they lose a game, he doesn't have any help. It's just like, you can't have it both ways. You can't tell me the guy can will you to victory and in the same breath tell you he doesn't have any help when he loses. It just, the two don't equate to me. Either he has help or he doesn't have help. Either he's the best in the world or he's not the best of the world. Like, it's like people want both, but I think we need to get away from this conversation, because being the best in the world doesn't mean anything if you're not going to guard the best players, if you're not going to try to shut down Kevin Durant in Game 3, if you're not going to get guys involved early and often, but not early and often, but also late. To me, that title is a meaningless title because it's all about your team. Can your team surpass another one? That's just the way I look at basketball. It's your team. You can have the best player in the gym, but if he's on a bad team, it doesn't matter. If you guys ever play pickup, if they give you some bad guys and you're the best player on the floor, it doesn't mean that you're going to necessarily win the game. And I feel like people like Max Kellerman and other analysts, all they want to do is talk about who's the best player. Like, you're losing sight of who's the best team. And they're trying to diminish Kevin Durant's performance in Game 3. They're like, well, Kevin Durant did something that LeBron James does all the time. Okay, did LeBron win the game? He dropped 51, 8, and 8. Did he win the game? No. I don't care about numbers and stats. Like, that's gonna be the death of the NBA when it comes to GOAT talk and who's the best player in the world. All they keep talking about is stats. They don't talk about the ultimate stat, which is W's. Did your team win the game? What did your team do? Not what did you just do. What did your team do? Kevin Durant's guy was struggling all night. Curry was awful. Klay Thompson wasn't at his best. But what did his team do? JaVale McGee gave you double digits. Draymond Green gave you double digits, even though he didn't have a great game. Sean Livingston had 8 points. Jordan Bell had double digits. What did your team do? Until analysts start focusing more on teams, they're losing sight of the entire NBA. I think that's what made the 90s and the 80s so great, because we really, even though we focus on Jordan, Bird, Magic, we talked about teams, guys. We talked about Worthy. We talked about Byron Scott. We talked about, for the Pistons, Vinny Microwave Johnson coming off the bench. Joe Dumars, Isaiah Thomas, Bill Laimbeer. We're talking all these team concepts. Teams. We just talk 80s. We're talking about teams. 90s. We're talking about the Knicks. We're talking about the Pacers. The great teams. bunch of great teams. When you're talking about the Cavs and the East and LeBron James, all you talk about is LeBron. You don't talk about Kevin Love. You rarely talk about Kyrie Irving. And that's sad because Kyrie Irving is the main reason why that team got a championship. People forget Game 5, Kyrie went off for 40. LeBron came afterward and went off for 40, but Kyrie Irving basically pushed them over the hump. Game 6, Kyrie Irving was going on runs by himself. Game 7, Kyrie Irving, not only did he hit that big shot, in the third quarter, Kyrie Irving scored 13 straight points in Game 7 to keep them afloat. Guys, we're talking about teams, man. Stop talking about who's the best player in the game. Being the best player in the world doesn't even matter anymore if your team ain't fit to par. Let that talk go. They just have to let it go. Guys, as much as you love LeBron and what he does and everything he does, he's not the best player of all time. He hasn't been on a team that's considered the best team of all time. And he's been on a great team, but I'm not going to call it an all-time great team. What you're looking at with the Warriors, not only you're looking at a player in Kevin Durant who could possibly be considered, one of the greats when his career is all said and done. Curry, who possibly be considered one of the greats. He's going to be the only player to have 2 MVPs, 3 titles in like a span of like 4 years. I think Michael Jordan's up there. I think LeBron did it. I think LeBron is also, but it's going to be Stephen Curry, all-time great player, Kevin Durant, all-time great player. You're looking at Klay Thompson, Draymond Green. They're not all-time greats, but they're all-time greats. I just don't know if they're Hall of Famers, but you're looking at an all-time great team when you're talking about the Warriors. That's what the topic of discussion should be. It should be that despite having poor shooting night from their great MVP guys or whatever the case is, they can find a way to win. This season, you can't say they didn't face adversity. They faced injury. They faced this, that, and the third. They were down 3-2 against the Rockets. They lost Andre Iguodala. There were times guys didn't play well. And they beat people's best shot. They took people's best shot every single time. And they beat them. You got to give them their props. Like, today shouldn't be, well, is Kevin Durant ready to take the mantle? Like, it shouldn't be about that. It should be about his performance. It should be about how Golden State is dominant. People are missing the point. It's about team, not about individual.